Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to a watch list brought to you by FTX. If you don't have an FTX account, then feel free to use the link in the description below and you'll receive 10% off your training fees. Also, if you haven't done any of our courses, if you're brand new, new to trading, head over to TRADERCOBB.com and check out our Become a Trader course. It's completely free. If you do like that, then you can go on to do the master course and you'll learn our 3 checklist-based trading strategies. Okay, let's have a look at Bitcoin on the daily. Hey Bobby, how are ya? Bitcoin daily, yep, we saw a huge sell-off on Friday, which was as a result of some news, I believe. Are we too worried about that? Not really. Bitcoin was looking weak since, I shouldn't say there, since about end of July, start of August, where we struggled to break the previous high, and we basically crab walked and then just looked really weak through here, and then the sudden sell-off pushed us down to the previous low here of around 21,000. At the moment, the 4-hour trend is a mess. All right, not even a trend. We're just crab walking sideways, consolidating, trying to figure out what the next move is going to be. My focus for the scan this morning and for this video as well is on the 30-minute time frame and the 1-hour time frame, looking for those trends. We are trend traders, and unfortunately the daily and the 4-hour trends are just a mess. So the only real trends are on these lower time frames. I don't tend to trade the lower time frames, but if it's the only option we have, then yeah, I'll reduce that risk and take the perfect trades that are out there. ENS pull back to that level on the 30. Yeah, awesome. We'll have a look at ENS. And Richard, you're back. All right, so nothing really there on Bitcoin. We can have a look at the 15 where there is a bit of a trend forming, backed by the 30. I mean, we've still got 12 minutes until this candle closes. It could close, nice and bullish in this cradle zone, backed by the 30 as well. I'd love it if it was backed by a level. It's just a little bit choppy through here for me. So at this stage, I think I'll leave Bitcoin. Ethereum, it's daily, another one that had a huge sell-off on Friday, and now we're just crab walking sideways, sort of reversing the entire move that we saw leading up into last week. Nothing really there on the 4-hour either. We're just crab walking, no trend at all. And even these lower time frames, there's not much to talk about. The trend I think there's better trends out there. Cardano. So this was in my list this morning because there was a nice level to watch for a breakout to the upside. Unfortunately, it didn't set up, but it's a level. We do have a trend, we're pushed higher, and we're pulling. If we do see a pullback to that level, I would definitely want to know about it. The 15 looks even better than the 30, I'd say. So higher high, higher low. Same high, higher low. We've pushed up higher. If we saw a nice pullback into that cradle zone, I definitely want to know about it. We don't have that just yet. If we do see a pullback, it might be a little bit messy, but we'll assess that if it does show up. Arweave, I think the 30-minute time frame was better. Yeah, so the 30 is looking good, and the 1-hour, the trend is there as well. The moving averages are just crossing over. So Arweave's in the list because it is looking nice. If we do see a nice clean pullback into that cradle, I'll want to know about it. Balancer, nice level through here. Not the best, but it's a level where we've tested and rejected. We've finally broken through, and it looks like we are pulling back. If it does pull back onto that level, I'll want to know about it. Celsius. Celsius was one I was watching. A small level through here. It didn't really set up for the breakout that we're after, but it's the 1-hour, I believe, the 1-hour time frame where we're trending nicely, still convergent, pulling back into that cradle zone. So let's just see how it goes with this level and pulling back to the cradle zone. We may see it shoot through, but one thing to note is that Celsius had an absolute tear last week or the week before, and now it's just reversing that move. So this could just be a tidy pullback on a higher time frame, but we'll see. Dawn, It was on the 15-minute time frame as well. Probably the 30 is probably better. Level through there, broken through. We need that pullback to that level, not necessarily to the level, but a pullback, a cradle trade back by level would be good. We do need a little bit more work to do on that 1 hour time frame. So it's not at the top of the list. Dent, really nice level through here. It did set up for a breakout this morning. So well done to anyone that did get that. I think I threw it in the community. But now, if you didn't get that breakout, we're waiting for that pullback into the cradle zone. ENS, the one you're talking about? Yeah, ENS. Let's have a look at the 30. Bit of a level through here. Yeah, nice level through there. Broken out. Pulling, hopefully we get that nice pullback. Daily, yeah, pulling back in that daily cradle zone. 16 hour. Yeah, so currently we are seeing a bit of a conflict of timeframes on ENS where we do have a downtrend, but we do have an uptrend on the lower time frame. So generally I'd like to trade with the higher time frames, but there are some lower time frame options. IOST, let's have a look at the lowers. Yeah, another one, nice trend forming on the, let's have a look at the 30, it's probably better. Yeah, the 30 looks really nice, and the 1 hour backs it up, moving averages are good. So yeah, just waiting for pullbacks. We do have quite a large list of tokens that we are waiting for pullbacks. IOTA, exactly the same. NVDA was my pick this morning for a breakout. Unfortunately, I missed that. I was finishing off my scan when it did trigger, so now it's just waiting for those pullbacks into the cradle zone. OKB, another one looking really good. REN, ooh, that has shot up a lot. We could probably take that out if that does. Although if we do see a nice pullback on REN, and we'll pull back into that cradle zone. Look, I'll leave it in the list for now, but it's definitely not a top priority. Storage. Yeah, another one that's just rocketed on after the, when was that? Yeah, after the open, or around the open of today. Just rocketed on, so yeah, we're waiting for pullbacks. And Stacks as well was looking really, really good for a breakout. We've had the break, now we just need that pullback to a cradle zone. So yeah, that's the list for me this morning. Quite a large list, but yeah, it's the lower time frames that I'll be stalking today. I understand that some of the higher time frames are pulling back to the cradle zone, but yeah, it would be nice to grab a long trade on a lower time frame if we do see some further buying. So yeah, that's the list. What do we got? Yeah, I usually stick to the higher time frames, but you know, there are options on the lower time frames. That's the whole point of doing a scan in the morning, is to scan the entire perp list and figure out what time frames are trending. You know, you've just got to really think that we are trend traders, and we need to be looking where the trends are. Sometimes they're not on the higher time frames, sometimes they're just on the lower time frames, or sometimes the lowers are just a mess and they're just deciding which way they move in play with the higher time frame. So for today, yeah, it's the lower time frames around the 15, the 30, the 1 hour that I'll be focusing on. They do tend to be more busy days because you are doing more scans, but that's all right. We've had a few days without any trade, so let's focus on these lowers. But thanks for tuning in. Oh, you're still long EOS. Well done. I think I am too. Just a long-term hold, which has been good. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the Slack group and soon to be the Discord group. And yeah, have a great day, and I'll chat to you soon.